to be. Download the Wise app to...
Good morning, everybody. Should I say good evening? I honestly don't even know at this point because obviously it's summer, but it's still dark out, which means that I'm up ridiculously early. It's currently 3:43. No, it's not. I can't even read. That's how tired I am. It's 3:53. I had my first alarm set for 3:20, or maybe it was 3:15. I actually don't really remember. But it is Thursday today. I have a very big day ahead of me, but that is okay because we have caffeine and caffeine is our friend, and on days like today, it will get us through. And I've woken up and my Garmin says my body battery is like 97, so I'm honestly raring and ready to go. Surprisingly, I am very, very awake for this time of morning. And I haven't even really had much caffeine in the system yet, so we're taking the small wins this morning. Essentially, I've just packed up my car. I mostly packed it last night so that I was organized, but I am heading today from the north side of Brisbane, which is where I am now living, back to the Sunshine Coast, which is where I was living, because I do still have a casual job at the bike shop up there. I am unsure at the moment what things are going to look like coming forward with all of that, with work, etc. But all I know is that today I am working up there. Yesterday I completed the move to Brisbane, so that's nice that that's done. Now when I do come back to Brisbane, like, I'm not having to worry about moving or anything, which is good. But I do have 4 hours on the cards this morning. I'm going to do half with the girls, half by myself. It's just 4 hours of endurance. I've just had 2 back-to-back workout days, so I'm keen for just some easy endurance to tick the miles over. Why did I say miles? Because I definitely track. I don't even track kilometers, but you know what I mean. Get the hours in. And then I'm going to head to work. Hopefully that will be somewhere from 11 to 5. But if I could get there earlier, like, great. But I'm not going to push it because obviously I'm meeting the girls at 5. I'll do like from 5 to 7:30 with them. That's including breaks, like traffic lights, talking time. And then I'll do 2 hours by myself, so that hopefully I can have a little bit of time to chill before I head off to work. I've got all my food packed. I've got lots of like other things packed that I'm obviously going to need for the day. And then after work, I'm going to do another jog again. So if you watched last Thursday's video, you would know that I started. I'm so sorry about that lighting. Seriously, that car must have their high beam on. Off you go. If you watched last Thursday's vlog, you would know that I started running again. By running, I mean jogging, and by jogging, I mean shuffling. And I'm going to try and do a little shuffle again. Maybe I should turn this on. Is that better? That's almost shockingly worse. So I'm not going to talk too much because it's obviously dark and I don't want to vlog in the worst lighting conditions possible. But that is basically a wrap up of the plan for the day. Amongst that, we'll obviously eat lots of food, do some other crap, whatever that is. But I'm going to head to the Sunshine Coast. I've got my toast with me. I've got 3 pieces of sourdough, which works out like 120 grams of sourdough. Some peanut butter and some jam, some nice proteins for fats and carbs to keep me nice and full. And then I'll do about 45 grams an hour on the bike because it is just some easy endurance. So that's what's keeping me fueled for the morning. And I will see you guys at the Sunshine Coast, ready to head out onto the road. Riding now for like 2 hours. I finished riding with the girls, so I rode with the girls. We just did the bumps, we just did endurance for 2 hours, and now I've got 2 more hours solo. So I've just had some snakes, keeps the carbs up. I also just had like a third of a energy bar, just
just the fats and protein are going to sit in my stomach and help make sure like I don't get hungry. So just going to continue on with this ride. I'm going to do like a little loop that I know of now. It might take a little bit longer than 2 hours, but yeah, that's where we're at. So let's go. I'll get a full 4 in unless I do some like laps around the block, but we'll see. Feeling good, almost there. Actually worked out being 4 hours on the dot. How good. I'm just going to chuck my bike and stuff in the car and then head into Matt's apartment and have a shower, get ready for work. I should also say I ended up finishing 115 Ks, 4 hours. Happy with that, nice endurance pace. My legs feel really good, but let me sort myself out and then I'm going to explain why I think that's the case. Golly, it is hot. I also have a bit of a meme story. So I was riding along this like main road towards the end, and this like old man like was like holding down the horn and waving out this like high-vis shirt. Anyway, at the lights I stopped next to him and I was like, because he was like, I didn't purposely stop next to him, that was just how the traffic worked. And I was like, oh, excuse me, like why were you beeping at me? I just don't understand why people have to beep. And he was like, you need a high-vis jersey on, blah blah. And I was just like, I just rode away because I was like, I don't want to deal with that. Anyway, let's quickly talk nutrition, because I have had a really good week on the bike, like the best week I've probably ever had. And I think that comes down to all the work I've been doing with my dietitian, Sammy. I had a follow-up appointment with her yesterday and we've made some really, really good progress. Basically with fueling before and fueling after rides, etc. I have now been on creatine for 2 and a bit weeks, and I honestly think that it has been a huge factor in this because my recovery has been great. One thing is I am quite swollen, like the water retention in my upper body is quite bad. Like when I move my hair tie, I don't know if you can tell, like it's kind of hard to see, but like everything's like, yeah, see how like leaves an indent, and like my fingers are really swollen. So I don't, and like my watch I've had to cut, like I've had to go a size bigger. So hopefully that goes away. I'm going to talk to Sammy and get her advice on that, because I really think the creatine has been helping with my recovery. I had a hard bike
Tuesday, like a really hard bike. I hit a new 20-minute power and the third best 30-minute power amongst 4 hours of riding. Like, it was a hard ride. And then yesterday I had a 3-hour ride with more efforts that were also hard, that my coach actually upped based on my performance from the Tuesday. And then I backed it up today with endurance, and I was holding myself back. Like, I was at my middle to upper endurance zone, and it's supposed to just be middle to lower on today, but like, I think now that I've got my nutrition down point, I may need to reassess my power zones. I'll talk to my coach about that. Yes, I do have a coach, and he does all of my programming for people that have asked, because I definitely don't think I could do it on my own. But yes, I'm gonna hydrate, I'm gonna shower, get myself all clean, and then I'm gonna get ready to go to work, because I'm gonna start in like an hour, but work's really close to here, which is convenient. But yeah, let's get moving, let's get food in, let's get clean, and let's do it. Time 10:32, about to head off to work. So I will work 11 to 5ish. Got my Specialized shirt on. Hoping that it's not 500 degrees in the bike shop today, because we don't have aircon, so that's fantastic. But yeah, go get some work done, and then it's time for another run, which I'm really excited about, so we'll see how it goes. The last moments of peace before 6 hours. Many hours later, work is done. It was actually a very fun and cruisy day, not gonna lie. It's now time for 3-kilometer run, week 2. Hopefully it's easier than last week, not harder, but I guess we'll find out after a day of work. And then chef cooks dinner for the hard-working girl.
Cooked?
Yeah.
I didn't cook it.
You're gonna cook me dinner.
Oh yes, I'm going to. I thought you would.
No.
I thought you were expecting to get home and it's like all done.
No. Matt's cooking dinner, so start with a run. Just waiting for my Garmin to wake up. Oh yes, okay, ready? Are we halfway yet? How far do we run?
3.3.
Longer than last week. At what pace?
5:40. Nice work.
Another week. Alright, run is done. Another week done. A little bit longer than last week. I think we were just off 3.5, purely just to get to the finish line. But honestly, it definitely felt easier than last week. I feel like I could converse more. The baffling thing is that like I used to run like 18 to 20 Ks most Sundays before I just decided to commit fully to cycling. And now I'm starting from the bottom. I'm not doing this for any purpose other than like just for some extra fun, extra fitness. I don't plan on doing anything longer than 5Ks. I would like to build back up to that and maybe run once a week, once a fortnight. If I have a race or something important on, I definitely will not be running. It's just something that I wanted to get back into. I think it's a good form of fitness, and I'm not the biggest fan of swimming, so it's just something a little bit different. So that's the only reason why I've added a run into my weeks. I need to turn here, but heading back to Matt's now to make some beef rice bowls for dinner, and then I will head home. It's currently 5:45. I'm definitely feeling a little bit sleepy after waking up like very early this morning or very late last night, whatever way you want to look at it. Alright, I'm gonna be blinded by the sun. Sweet as sweet. I love that. But yeah, get home to little Crema because I'm sure she misses me. She gets so excited when I get home, and just get home because I have been out for the longest time. So that is the plan. Whoops. Start with some dinner because actually start with some carrots and gravy. You guys know the drill. That's the best snack to ever exist. So we're gonna go to Matt's and have that. Pepper, sauce, carrot. No surprises. Vegetable entree. I thought you got another fork, honestly.
Oops.
We've got some vegetables, some rice, and some beef. Gonna top with some sauce. Is that the normal process? Like, is it the same, just me? That's so random that like that we both couldn't find it at the exact same time.
No, there was none.
Alright, after a very big day, what I want to do is make sure that I've gotten my protein in. So I've just gotten home, I've had a shower, and I've made a Ninja Creamy. So good. For my Ninja Creamies, I literally just do a cup of skim milk, half a serving of protein powder, half a serving of Muscle Nation protein custard, and then some cocoa. I generally do chocolate for all of them. It's literally just so good. And it's like somewhere between 30 and 40 grams of protein, like incredible. And then I will have some chocolate and that will end off my day. It is also 8:30, and if you know, I normally go to bed at like 7:30, so I will definitely not be waking up early tomorrow after today's huge day because I know I need to give my body a chance to rest. And tomorrow's Friday, which means it's a Rico day. I just have 90 easy minutes on the bike, which is so good. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I also want to say a massive thank you because I now have 1,000 of you subscribed to my channel, which is just crazy. Like, to think that many people like watching my videos is awesome. I have some pretty exciting brand things coming up in some videos, so stay tuned for that. Also have a few big weekends of crit racing coming up, leading up into some actual racing, and thank you to everyone that has left questions on my videos so far for Q&A. It is coming very soon, but it's not too late. If you have anything that you'd like to know, make sure you comment it down below and I will answer all of those in my Q&A video. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the weekend for another video. Bye.